What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your man, ChazzEllis, once again answering the question that you asked me. Good question that I got was, how do you tell that a woman is going to be vindictive? That's a good question because the thing about women that's a little bit different from men is most of the time, if women are going to do really bad stuff to you, they don't generally do it inside the relationship. They wait. It's usually after the relationship. Most guys are usually bad in the relationship. And, they're lesser outside of the relationship. Most guys are usually not as bad when you break up with them. Some of them are, but usually they were like that throughout the relationship. A lot of times women kind of catch you by surprise a little bit. And you're like, what's that about? So, some of the information that I had to give based on that was 3 signs that you are dealing with somebody who's going to be vindictive. Number 1 is when you're dealing with somebody who is really ungrateful. This may not be something that's a deal breaker inside the relationship because they may be ungrateful, but really seem to still be cool, But when you're dealing with somebody who's really ungrateful, the big problem you run into is whenever y'all break up, that person is going to feel like you've never done anything for them and they've given and given and given. This is going to lead them to be vindictive towards you because they feel like they're getting back at you for taking and never giving. You could have been doing all kind of stuff in the relationship, but they haven't acknowledged that in their minds. So therefore, all they're going to be doing is trying to do things to hurt you because they're mad. They feel like they've done this, that, and the other. You could have been sitting there supporting them financially for years. And that person might be sitting over there talking about, you ain't never did anything for me. I was the person that was doing everything. And you're like, wait a minute, did I pay your rent? No, that wasn't me. Was that somebody else? I could have sworn. Well, I went to school and didn't I buy I thought I bought your books. I didn't pay. That wasn't me. I thought I was feeding you while you was going to, no, that was somebody else. So they might be ungrateful. You might be like, you never did anything for me. You never did anything. You never helped me out. Wasn't that me fixing your car? I fixed your car like 2 weeks ago. That wasn't me. So when they start doing stuff to you, it's based on the fact that they really don't feel like you've ever done anything for them. So they feel like, hey, I have every right to treat you any kind of way I want to. I have every right to bust the windows out of your car because you never did anything for me and I've done everything for you. I have every right to call the police on you and say you hit me because I've done everything for you and you've never done anything for me. I have every right to show up at your job and try to get you fired because I've done everything for you and you've never done anything for me. So make sure you don't deal with somebody who's ungrateful. Number 2, and some people get upset at this, but just keeping it real. Bad family and friends. You have to remember that when you break up with somebody or when you're towards the end of a relationship, they start getting more advice from people around them that they love, like their mom, their dad, their grandparents, whoever. If all of their family members are messed up and all of their friends are messed up, vindictive, and hateful, those people are going to tell them that it's cool to do these things to you. Also, they don't have to worry about embarrassing their family because their family is messed up. You see what I'm saying? If you're dealing with somebody and her dad is like the biggest preacher in your city and she wants to bust the windows out of your car, she can't really do that. Now, some people will because they don't care about their families, but you have a lesser chance of her doing something like that when she has a family that would be embarrassed by her behavior. They like, don't you be doing nothing stupid and making us look bad. That's how good families think. Ghetto as ignorant families, and this could be ghetto people, this could be hillbillies, this could be crazy, just snobbish people that are just crazy. Their family may have money, but they're just crazy. This could be anybody. When people don't have values as a family and friend group, then they don't really feel bad when the other person does something stupid and crazy. So they backing them up. They're like, yeah, bust the windows out of his car, girl. Do it. Do it. Whoop-de-whoop. Do it. Do it. They might be really telling her, they're telling her to bust the windows out of your car. They telling her to do crazy stuff to you. that's really taking you there. So you want to make sure you're dealing with somebody who doesn't have that kind of an influence in their life. And number 3, this is a big one. Pay a lot of attention to this one. This is like the truest thing you ever hear about dealing with women. I'm just be as real as I possibly can. Can't do parallel or better. That is going to be one of the major deciding factors in whether you deal with a woman who is vindictive. If she can't do as well as you or better, then she has nothing to focus on other than being pissed off at you. Even when she finds a new dude, it's still going to be about, how can I get back at this fool? How can I destroy his life? How can I make sure that he doesn't really achieve the success that I know he can achieve? How can I make sure that I rip down the things that he's already achieved? How can I make sure that I put him in the worst possible position? Why do they want to do that? Because they know that they'll never do as well or better. Every time they lay in the bed with the dude that they get, the new guy that they get, they like, why can't he be the guy I had before? So their anger just twists and twists and twists in their stomach. They become more and more upset. And they just get so pissed off. They get so mad that they have no choice but to spit venom out on you. It doesn't matter how nice you try to be to them. It doesn't matter what you do. The fact that they cannot find someone parallel or better causes them to constantly be in a state of anger and frustration. They're constantly going to be that way. And it doesn't matter what you do, because they cannot find someone parallel or better. Make sure you're dealing with somebody who you were not the end of the world for them, who you were not the best that they could possibly do. Make sure you're not someone silly. Make sure you know for a fact that, look, you may not be able to get somebody that's better, but you can get parallel or pretty close. You know, I know you're not just somebody who just ain't got nothing going for them. So make sure you don't put yourself in a situation where you're dealing with somebody like that, because it's terrible. They can't find anybody better, so they're just going to be pissed, and they're going to keep trying to take it out on you. And you'll think, oh, you found somebody. You should be happy now. Because they're not as good as you to them. So they don't make them feel no better. Hopefully I was able to help you out. Once again, it's your man, ChazzEllis. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, hit me up on the ChazzEllisProject.com if you want to see really long videos, if you want to be a part of the discussions, if you want to be a part of everything we got going on, get a consultation, get more information, something like that, whatever. Even if you want to make a donation, hit me up on the ChazzEllisProject.com. Once again, it's your man, ChazzEllis. Peace. Make sure you like and subscribe.